right, everybody, welcome to B.O. Boys for Sunday, December 28th. Fuck it, it's a raw feed. We're doing it live. I'm Clayton.
Yeah, I'm Pat. Clayton, we're in a barn right now. We are at my in-laws' barn because it's Christmas. The B.O. Boys celebrate Christmas together. And listen, right now, if you are watching this on YouTube, which everyone should be, you're seeing Cartoon Pat and Cartoon Clayton.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it is. We needed to make sure that my in-laws' barn has anonymity.
Because it is so important.
So important. And this barn is so unique, and people would just see a little bit of the barn in the background. They know exactly where it is, and they'd be coming here. They'd be bothering my in-laws. Are the B.O. Boys here? Can I get an autograph from the B.O. Boys? Can I use your bathroom? Can you make me a sandwich? It would be too much.
I don't trust these our fans, our one of B.O. Boys, one of B.O. girls, one of B.O. people with Google Earth. Because Google Earth does exist.
Yes.
If they saw any sort of, like you said, any identifiable landmark,
yes,
they'd be here in a second.
Yes, they would see a blanket in the background. They would see, a picture of a sailboat on a wall, and then they would be able to plug it into Google Earth, and my in-laws would never get a moment's peace.
Yeah.
So that is why you're looking at Cartoon Pat, Cartoon Clayton on the YouTube. But Clayton, we're recording a few days after Christmas because we couldn't take this day off. We just couldn't do it. This is an incredible weekend for the box office. We had to celebrate the results of this Christmas Day 2025 box office.
Absolutely. Pat, and I don't know about where everybody is, but we did get snow.
Yes.
And we got, not necessarily on Christmas Day, but right afterwards. So it was a white-ish Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And there was plowing happening.
Yes.
But not the most important plow.
This is the most important plow that you're about to give right now. Not the driveways, not the sidewalks, not, plowing out the old age homes so that they could be taken on a stretcher to a hospital. Those plows, sure, they matter, but not as much as the plow, Clayton, that you are about to give us for the box office weekend of Christmas Day 2025.
And because of Christmas, we're going 12.
Wow.
The 12 spots of Christmas. Because if you can see what I'm doing there, there's enough.
There's enough to fill 12. Yeah, sometimes we go to lucky number 11. Sometimes we go all the way to 9. Mm-hmm. My personal life is a 2, but my box office is a 9. Today we're going all the way to 12. So, Clayton, could you give us that plow for the 12 days of Christmas?
Number 1, Avatar, Fire and Ash made $64 million, down 28%. It had no theater change. It's at $217.6 million in its second weekend of release.
Wow.
Number 2, Zootopia 2 made $20 million. That's an increase of 35%. It lost 170 theaters. It's at $321.3 million in its fifth weekend of release. Number 3, Marty Supreme made $17.5 million, an increase of 1,903%. It added 2,662 theaters. It's at $28.2 million in its second weekend of release. Number 4, The Housemaid made $15.4 million, down only 19%. It added 27 theaters. It's at $46.4 million in its second weekend of release. Number 5, a newbie, Anaconda made $14.5 million in its first frame. Number 6, David made $12.6 million, down 42%, no theater change. It's at $49.7 million in its second weekend. Number 7, the SpongeBob movie, Search for SquarePants, made $11.2 million, down 28%. It added 13 theaters. It's at $38.1 million in its second weekend of release. Number 8, a newbie, Song Sung Blue, made $7.6 million in its first frame. Number 9, Wicked for Good made $5.2 million, plus 8%. Hemorrhage Theaters losing 905 theaters. It's at $331.6 million in its sixth weekend of release. Number 10, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 made $4.4 million, down only 43%. It lost 732 theaters. It's at $118.9 million in its fourth weekend of release. Number 11, Hamnet made $700,000. Down 24%, lost 226 theaters. It's at $10.3 million in its fifth weekend of release. And number 12, a newbie, No Other Choice, made $312,000 in 13 theaters in its first weekend of release. The total gross, I guess, is $625. So that is your 12 spots of Christmas.
That was impressive, Clayton. Back in the day, the OG wanna be O boys, wanna be O girls, wanna be O people. They'll remember we used to do all the way to 10 early on. And, then our shows became so jam-packed. We had so many killer segments, iconic segments we had to get to. We reduced it to a usual 5. It has been a very long time since you've gone to 12. Mm-hmm. So for you to be able to pull that out after all the Christmas eating and drinking you've been doing this week, to have the kind of stamina you just showed, that's impressive. I'm very impressed by that 12.
It's good to know I still got it.
So we went all the way down to 12. Let's quickly just a quick hits on some of the bottom ones there. Hamnet, number 11. Is this killing its chances to be a real Oscar contender? The fact that the audience is so thoroughly rejecting this movie at the box office. No one cares. The people who are crying, or they're crying in a corner on their own. They're not getting people who want to come and cry over this Hamnet. I think this movie might get a lot less Oscar nominations than we thought a couple of months ago, because the BO has been so dire.
Yeah, I feel like, and we've seen in the past, especially in the past decade or so, how little BO actually matters when it comes to the Oscars. But I think the reason the last 5 years is just because we haven't had as much product and stuff like that, and older people aren't going to see movies. But when you look at this top 7, top 8, they're going, and they're not seeing Hamnet. They don't care. This is definitive rejection of this. I think basically it is emotional pornography.
Yes.
And people don't want that.
Yes, they want real pornography. They don't want emotional pornography.
Yeah, they want an emotional film, or they want true pornography.
Yes,
and not this weird amalgam of it.
Yes, it is. Never been more clear. When you look at number 2, Zootopia 2 gaining 35% in its fifth weekend. Just incredible BO from Zootopia 2. And then you look at number 11, Hamnet, just hemorrhaging theaters, getting no Christmas corridor business. Hamnet should have been a little piggy, animated piggy in a Zootopia movie. That is what Hamnet should have been. It is more clear now than it's ever been before.
He should have been a poet pig dressed like Shakespeare.
Yes.
In Zootopia 2.
Yes, 100%. I think that we've defined that for sure. Listen, Five Nights at Freddy's, $118 million. It's a huge hit. We're getting 5-6 of these Freddy movies for sure. Yeah. I want to jump to a movie that I saw over the Christmas corridor. In fact, I saw it on Christmas night. I went on Christmas night. Clayton was a little overstuffed. He was a little overdrank. He couldn't make it out to this movie, but I went with my wife, parentheses Borat, went with my mother-in-law, and we saw Song Sung Blue, the number 8 movie this weekend. This movie is at, I think this is a movie that is going to hang around in there. It's only at $12 million in the 4-day, but having seen this, it will have legs. Will it be Greatest Showman? Will it make 19 times multiplier its opening weekend? Probably not. Almost definitely not. What can? But I think this is a movie that's going to multiply 6-7 times its opening weekend, maybe. I think people are going to like this movie.
It's got great exits. It's got a great Rotten Tomatoes score, which is what it needed.
Yes.
It needed to have the critics love it.
Yes.
And I think that's going to do a lot for the people who would see this movie. Now, when we were looking at the demos for this movie, it was a lot of women and almost 90% were over 25.
Okay.
Which is fine because there's other things for other demos.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, the great, and I think we're going to keep looking at, when we look at this great Christmas top 7, top 7, top 8, is that there's something for everyone.
Everybody.
And that's how it should be at all times.
Yeah. I went to see this movie with 2 women who I won't give their exact ages, but both over 25.
Yes.
My wife and my mother-in-law, they're over 25. I'll say no more than that.
Yeah.
They loved it. And what did we do, Clayton? All day Friday morning, first thing, what did we put on the speakers? What was blaring through the house, the B.O. Boys Christmas house, the day after we saw Song Sung Blue?
Neil Diamond.
Neil Diamond
playlist. Here we go.
Yeah.
Song Sung Blue, 61% women, 94% over 25.
Wow.
Major older skewing with massive 48% over 55 and 76% over 45. 86% Caucasian.
Yep. It's for a demo, for sure.
Narrow audience, but very good, 67%. Definite recommend with 94% positive and 5 stars.
Yeah. Married couples repped 42% of the attendance. Hey, listen, I was one of those married couples there.
Yeah.
And it is a perfect holiday movie. It is a movie that I think is going to... Neil Diamond is what, in his 80s now?
80s, yeah.
This is going to... Do you think this is going to spark a big resurgence for Neil Diamond, this movie? Could he go on another, I don't want to say Eras Tour-esque tour, but something close to that? Could he do a stadium tour next year after Song Sung Blue reignites interest in his catalog?
I'm not sure, but I think the catalog will definitely be playing out of, the windows of apartments and bumping from minivans and such.
Okay.
For sure. Which, at this point, getting that money is what's going to keep him alive.
Okay.
I think more than anything. I think I think this will keep him alive more than make him able to perform live, if you know what I mean.
Okay, got it. So this is just
life-giving.
This
is life-giving money and life-giving sort of energy.
Okay. I mean, I think, listen, this is not a movie that is put out by Angel Studios, our favorite scam artist studios. But I would get that out there. This is what, Fox? Is this movie a Fox movie?
Yes.
Song Sung Blue? Focus Features. So up to Universal. If I were Focus Features, I'd get that out there. Every ticket you buy for Song Sung Blue keeps Neil Diamond alive an extra 8 hours.
Yeah.
Right? Do the calculations. They have statisticians who work at Focus Features. Figure out the math. Every ticket you buy keeps him alive another couple hours.
You got to do it so a family of 4 can keep him alive for a day.
Okay, so it's 6 hours a ticket.
Yeah,
that's great. Family of 4 keeps Neil Diamond alive an entire day. The good energy he gets from that box office, full day. I love it. What about Kate Hudson's Oscar chances? I mean, I'm the one who saw this movie. I thought she was great in it. You now are going to see it.
Yes.
You are enthused to see this movie. I think if this movie has the Christmas Corridor legs, she could sneak into that 5th slot. And then once she's in there, I think anything could happen.
She's Hollywood royalty.
Yep.
People love a comeback.
Yes.
She's never really done anything where people thoroughly rejected her. When she did the last Knives Out movie, people were psyched. And there was buzz about her for that. Because people said, oh, Kate Hudson's back. We missed her.
Yes.
That's all you hear. All you hear is we missed her.
Yeah. And she's like, I'm around. I'm eating lunch at the Chateau every Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'm there. But people missed her. Yeah. They still missed her.
And, if she goes on stage and, she wins a SAG award or something like that, she's going to have a very endearing speech.
Yeah.
I think this is definitely if I would nominate her, having not even seen it, just for ratings purposes.
Yes.
But I think there's a good chance.
Yeah.
And it's the benefit also if there's a groundswell of we want her to be nominated, she should be nominated, and then she gets snubbed, that's good for her as well because, you know, Sandler got that big snub, that goodwill from being snubbed over Uncut Gems. So I think...
But he's such a big star. Kate Hudson needs the nom, not the snub. The snub doesn't help her as much. She needs that nom, and I think give her the nom, and then you wheel Neil Diamond out on the Oscar stage, and they could open the Oscars with her, Hugh Jackman, Neil Diamond doing Song Sung Blue to kick it off, like the Wicked cast kicked off last year Somewhere Over the Rainbow. You have...
Wasn't there an award show where they rolled out Liza Minnelli or something?
Probably on that Renee Zellweger tour. Did she win for playing Liza Minnelli?
No,
what did she win for?
She won for playing Ava Gabor.
Won for playing Ava Gabor. Right. They started that Oscars with her slapping a cop.
Yeah.
Yes. So
that was Zsa Zsa, but still.
Still, I mean, you remember Ava because of what Zsa Zsa did.
Yeah.
So I think this movie started where it needed to. It didn't open up at like 3 million and really crater. It didn't blow the doors off, but I think this is a movie. It's for people who are a little older, and they don't rush out day one. They
don't. And when we were looking at the Deadline article, there was how people found out about this. 21% saw an in-theater trailer. Interesting. When you put other movies in theaters and then people see the trailers, they go to that movie.
Yes.
That's so interesting that happens. Then there's also family and friends, 21%. TV spots on linear TV, 13%. Right? So you know this is an older skewing group of people when TV spots on linear networks is how they found out about this.
Right.
But the 21% of friends and family, that's what's going to make this movie what it's going to be.
Right.
Which is you.
Which is me.
Friend.
Yep.
Telling friend.
Yes. Oh, podcast partner
okay,
for sure.
Well, all right. Well,
yeah.
That hurt. But still, I think that
it'll count. It'll roll up to friend in the way that they're breaking up the demo. So sure. Friend.
Because podcast partners, exactly. People are, exactly.
Exactly, yeah.
I don't think, as much as everybody has a podcast, I don't think that Deadline is looking at that relationship as a
different demo. Yeah, they're not breaking it out to that extent, but they should for my sake. Yeah.
Yes.
I think this is gonna get good word of mouth, and people are gonna be seeing this in the middle of January. So
now this is Craig Brewer did direct this movie.
Yes.
And so this is a big bounce back for Craig Brewer. This is not, this is in the wheelhouse of doing a movie that features music.
Yes.
And I think this is a good comeback for Craig Brewer for sure.
I mean, you know what? You look at this result and you look at the quality of this movie. Craig Brewer should have done the Springsteen movie instead of Scott Cooper.
He would have made it fun.
Listen, anyone other than Scott Cooper should have done the Springsteen movie.
He would have been like, hey, why don't you shake your butt a little bit? Mm-hmm. Just shake your butt a little bit. That's what people want to see.
Turn around and shake your butt.
Just turn around and shake your butt. It'll be fun.
Yeah. Craig Brewer opens the Springsteen movie with a butt shake.
Yeah.
100%.
American flag, butt shake.
Yeah.
It's what people wanted to see.
So, SpongeBob movie, Search for SquarePants, is now up to 38 million after 2 weeks. I think this movie is really resting on the ubiquity of SpongeBob. I don't think anyone was dying for this movie.
No.
I mean, I got a message from a wannabe OG girl who went to see this film yesterday with her daughter, who will, of course, remain anonymous. Yeah. Anonymity is so important.
I wouldn't even have said the gender, but...
Okay. I think it's been out there for a while.
Okay.
I think it's been out there for a while. And it could always change.
Absolutely.
So, went to see this movie and pretty much admitted her daughter didn't care much about SpongeBob going in or coming out.
Okay.
She got the question of, did you like the movie? And her daughter responded yes. And then she asked a follow-up, which a lot of parents don't ask, but our wannabe OG wannabe girl She gets the information. She has to follow up. What did you like about it? And the response was, I don't know. And then moving on.
Kids know.
And
kids know what they like.
Yeah. And I think in the end, it was a movie to see with flashing colors, bright lights, a character you've seen on underoos and on stickers and on coloring books and on water bottles.
Well, you've seen in memes.
And you've seen him in memes. And that's all you really needed, but it's not enough for this to break out.
Now, have the memes damaged the SpongeBob brand?
Oh, okay.
In the sense of, are these movies as fun as the memes? And also, a long-form movie, you can get all the SpongeBob you need from these memes, and it takes 5 seconds to digest it. So I think this could be a possibility of, wow, these kids like the memes better because they grew up on the memes.
Right.
And when you give them a long form, they're like, why am I sitting here for 90 plus minutes when I could just be looking at 5 memes and moving on?
And saying 6'7", yeah.
I mean, I think there's a possibility of that. I mean, we could be seeing memes actually hurting a film as opposed to the other way around.
Right. It increases the awareness, but it makes people feel like they don't want to have to put that much effort into this IP.
It worries me with that Simpsons movie where a lot of kids are going to be like, why is this not just a movie that is 4 seconds of Homer going into a bush backwards?
Yeah. Is that pretty much what the Simpsons are to anyone under 15 at this point?
I think so, yeah. And by the time that movie comes out, they're going to be like, I'm going to sit here for 2 hours when I just want to see this fat doofus go into a bush?
Yeah. Yeah. That could be a problem. But you know what? SpongeBob movie, it's at 38. It'll clear 50, 60. It probably, like you said, it looks like shit, so it probably wasn't that expensive to make.
No.
So it's doing fine, but it's not breaking out. This is not some kind of sensation, But this deep into SpongeBob's run, he is what he is.
Yeah.
He is what he is.
But look at this. Number 6, David, okay?
He is what he is.
So this movie has beaten SpongeBob both weekends of release.
Thoroughly.
Which I would not have. I mean, we both called it that. Well, no, actually, you called it. I still had SpongeBob higher, I believe.
You did, yeah. I knew the power of David. You were not so sure. You're a Goliath guy.
I knew David was going to beat the housemaid that weekend. But here's the thing with David is that this movie is at 49.7 in 2 weekends, has beaten SpongeBob both of these weekends, and is in the top 6. I mean, this is amazing for Angel Studios. They've had 2 big hit animated films. They had The King of Kings, and now they have this. Now, obviously, they're not big hits in the sense of like, what is Zootopia is going to do? But to get a toehold into animation is huge. And I think Angel Studios needs to focus on that more than some of their live-action kids' films that have really come out and done Jackass.
But I mean, Sound of Freedom is their calling card, is their ultimate IP. I mean, we should have had a sequel by now, but sure, they're taking their time, hopefully doing it right. You're thinking, though, even with that, they should go all into the new Walt Disney.
Listen to what I said, Pat.
Okay.
You didn't listen to what I said.
Okay.
The live-action kids' films, they need to not do those.
But still do your big actioners for the adults.
Actioneers, yes, of course.
Okay. Good,
and then stick to animation for their children's output.
Okay.
I appreciate that they were trying to do live-action children's films because I think those are important to make. But I think focus on these animated and then come back around once you have all that animation dough.
Yeah.
And then maybe do a live action one.
Yeah. We're not ready for Angel Studios to have a hit kid live action film like a Goonies quite yet.
Well, Goonies wasn't even a hit.
But, an enduring classic. It's getting a sequel, I think. Or is that Gremlins?
Either of those. It's like Mallrats 2. When are all these coming?
They should all come at the same time and all be the same movie. David is going to keep, let's see, it dropped 42%. That's a really good hold. Yeah, it's listen, no matter what it does at this point, it's at like 50 million. This movie getting to 70, 75 million is such a huge win. I think now it opens up the David merch. I want to see those David and Goliath action figures that are modeled like this cartoon.
Yeah.
I want to see some backpacks. Let's get the Angel Studios merch machine going.
Speaking of The Simpsons, why are they not having a bunch of these shirts with David on them?
Stepping on Goliath's head.
Yeah, in the same way that Bart had his slingshot in his pocket on those shirts.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. I mean, here's what David...
Go ahead, make my day, Vid.
They should be selling slingshots. Angel Studios should be selling branded David slingshots. His little
with
cartoon
little
face,
Nerf rocks.
little Nerf rocks, and just say, hey, don't replace these Nerf rocks with real rocks.
Yeah.
But
or like rusty bolts or something.
Yeah. Well, listen.
Just make a list of stuff not to use.
Yes.
And give them to the kids. So
yes.
it's like,
bullets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dad's knife.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Jars full of acid.
Syringes, dirty needles. Like there's a full list on the back of the patching. Do not put this in your David animated slingshot.
Only these foam rocks.
Only the foam rocks. Yes. I think that is the way to go. And then you avoid loss because everything you put on there, you cannot be sued for once you put it on the back of the packaging.
Yep.
Yeah. Angel Studios. They know how to cover their ass. Look at all the scams they've done. They haven't gotten sued once.
Nope.
So let's get into this top 5. Let's talk Anaconda. And my Anaconda does want some of this box office and way more than you were predicting here. Way more. I mean, this movie did, Anaconda with Paul Rudd and Jack Black, did $14.5 million in the 3-day, $23.6 in its 4-day. It did pretty well for an opening. Will it endure? I don't know, but it opened.
Here's what I'll say this means.
Okay.
And this is positive.
Okay.
This is the positive thing we can take from Anaconda, which is a movie that I do think is going to plummet.
Okay.
Because people hate this movie.
Is that true? Do people hate this movie? We have not seen this film yet. But you're saying people do hate this film.
So this is a pure love of Jack Black. Mm-hmm. That is what we're seeing here, is that this is we want to see Jack Black. We will see him in anything. Mm-hmm. And I think that is a big deal. Now, it looks like this is skewing more for kids.
Yeah, and we did have some differing information on whether this was a kid play or an adult play. This Anaconda is a kid play. It is not R-rated. It is not R-rated.
PG-13.
It's PG-13. So, I mean, that's why we're seeing pretty good numbers for it, and we may see a hold because it's Jack Black playing to his audience, and it's kind of Paul Rudd playing to his audience. Like, we know Paul Rudd as Wet Hot American Summer.
Yeah.
We know him from Neil LaBute films.
Yes.
That is how we know Paul Rudd, how we love Paul Rudd. We know him from Stella Shorts. Mm-hmm. That's how we know Paul Rudd. Kids know Paul Rudd as Ant-Man. Mm-hmm. They know him from Endgame. He is a star to children and teenagers. So this Anaconda movie does play to their actual audience, which is kids and teenagers.
Yeah.
Boys who love saying 6'7", and need to go somewhere for a couple hours. That is Paul Rudd and Jack Black's audience.
So we're also seeing massive walk-ups for this, 74%. Wow. We also saw big walk-ups for Song Sung Blue.
Yeah.
So this is good.
Yes.
When you see walk-ups,
yes,
that means they thought, same day, let's see a movie.
Yep.
This wasn't, let's plan for 6 months. And, this is like, we're going to go, and maybe it's possible that some of these people wanted to see Zootopia.
Yes.
Zootopia got sold out.
Yes. They wanted to see Avatar.
Sold out.
Sold out.
Trickled down.
Yeah.
Into Anaconda.
Yes.
The kids were like, the moms were like, look, Jack Black is in this. And the kid said, yay, Jack Black.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Sorry, you're not going to be seeing fur or like animals dressed in police outfits in a fascist society.
Right.
That is doing really well. I guess this movie's Utopia. People love fascism, I guess. And so they're then happy to see Jack Black in this movie.
Yes.
They could see the police state animal movie some other time.
Yes, because you got all week. And
You
that's
do.
what the mom is going to say. We have all week.
Yes.
I'm stuck with you all week.
Yeah.
We'll see the fascist police state animal singing, talking cartoon movie tomorrow.
Yes.
Today, you'll see Jack Black. You'll see Ant-Man. Just shut up.
And then the kid would point and be like, Hamnet, that's an animated piggy movie, right? And then the mom's just like, no, it should have been, but it's not.
Yeah. Yeah. And that'll take the kid a minute to deal with that Hamnet is not an animated piggy, which it should be. And kids know that, and they've always known that. Yeah, so this Anaconda movie, it's not going to catch on as a 2000s frat pack Apatow big blockbuster comedy. This is not bringing that back. But it could be a modestly performing family movie.
So,
but it's not going to be a date movie, right? I don't think 28-year-olds going on dates are going to say, I want to go see this cool, hip Anaconda comedy.
So you said something, this is so interesting, because I'm changing my mind here mid-episode. This is why it's a raw feed. Fuck it, we're doing it live. I'm not going to take out the things I said earlier. I'm not going to take out the things I said earlier about Anaconda on other episodes, because I'm not a coward.
Yeah,
and I want to show that I can change my mind.
Yeah, neither of us ever deny the existence of previously existing audio. Neither of us have ever done that.
A34.
Not a rallying cry doesn't exist.
So I need to change my thinking about, like you said, who this movie is for. And a lot of the reviews and banter online I've heard are from older people who know Paul Rudd from Role Models.
Yes.
Know Paul Rudd from Slap at a Bass.
Yep.
Know Jack Black from School of Rock.
Yes.
From High Fidelity.
Yes.
From the Tenacious D HBO show.
Yes. From the shorts.
From the shorts. They have moved into doing kids movies.
Yes.
This is a kids movie.
Yes.
This is not for me. This is not for you.
Yeah.
This is not for them. Kids, yes, kids are not all stupid. The rats need their cheese, but the rats need to be introduced to these sort of big slapsticky comedies somehow. And if this movie is too stupid for us, it could be the right amount of stupid for kids.
Yes.
And so the fact that this is adults taking their kids, right? Guardians, mothers, fathers.
Yes.
Other people are taking their kids to this movie.
Paid
help are taking their kids to this movie means that this movie is not for me, so it should not be criticized in the way that I would criticize a movie these two people would have done. And Steve Zahn, again, a guy, who Happy Texas, who has done other, adult comedies in the past. They should not be held to that standard,
right?
As to why anybody would want to see this,
right?
The reason anybody would want to see this is because they're a kid. They want to see a stupid movie with their favorite movie star, who is Jack Black.
Yes, and listen, there's a version of this Anaconda movie that is actually really funny and gets great reviews, and then it does break out to being for kids and teenagers and 20, 30-year-olds, people who remember Paul Rudd from Stella Shores. And everyone's going, and it's a big, big hit. That's probably not happening here. But I think the Anaconda IP gives the parents something to cling onto while they bring their kids, their 12-year-old who's finally being introduced into alt comedy.
Yeah.
Bring them to the theater.
Yes.
It's something that, I recognize that from when I was younger and had ambition and hopes and dreams and thought things were going to happen for me. I remember that IP, Anaconda. Sure, let me take you to this and just shut up.
Yeah.
So I think that it'll do okay. We'll see. It could have a massive drop-off next weekend and be totally DOA, but it didn't open to an embarrassing number, which we did think was possible. HOUSEMAID, number 4.
You're going to hand wave this. I hear this already. You're going to hand wave this.
It's great. It's still there.
Pat.
Okay, here we go.
15.4, down only 19%. It added theaters in this crowded room.
Yep.
Okay? It's at 46.4. In this crowded Christmas corridor, it is number 4. It beat two newbies, Song Sung Blue and Anaconda, right? The only things, otherwise it's like kids' movies and stuff. But people want
to see Amanda Seyfried.
This movie. No.
Yes.
They like this book. They read it when they went to the grocery store to buy something, and they just saw it on the shelf next to the InDesign magazine or whatever.
Yeah,
and they picked it up and they said, oh, a keyhole. That's interesting. Let me buy this book. And this is huge for Sydney Sweeney. I think we can say she's not going to be a housewife in 5 years.
She will not be a Real Housewife of Jacksonville in 5 years.
No.
So
you have already lost. Now, the only thing left is in 5 years, she's 5 years from now.
Okay.
From the release of The HOUSEMAID.
Okay.
To be nominated for an Oscar.
That is still not going to happen. The HOUSEMAID doesn't get her closer to that.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Because if you have a box office hit, you can then be in movies. Amanda Seyfried, she was Oscar nominated.
Yes, but listen, we are not critics, huh?
Well, you seem to be a critic of one specific woman.
I will say I am thrilled that we have Sydney Sweeney.
You should see his face. He's not thrilled.
When paired with another star, Amanda Seyfried, who carries the promotion, and a hit book, she can bring in an audience. Not everything is going to be big old flopperoos when it comes to Sydney Sweeney. It's not all Americana and Christie and Eden.
The jeans
you can't have a HOUSEMAID.
Are destroying the pants.
The jeans are destroying the pants.
The pants
Totally agree.
are,
Totally agree.
The pants are hurting. The jeans are reigning supreme.
No, I think this is great that she is bankable. She is bankable. We need more bankable stars.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, and I think this vindicates me completely, which is she's bankable in a movie that gives people what they want to see her in. They don't want to see her in a drama. They don't want to see her in a Ron Howard prestige play. They don't want to see her in some slow, boring, 90s style indie movie. They want to see her in a big, soapy, sexy thriller like The HOUSEMAID. Sydney Sweeney made terrible choices in the movie she picked up until this movie, and then she picked the right one, and it's a hit.
Oh, she did not make terrible choices the whole time, Pat.
It vindicated me because I said she needs to pick movies that play to what people want out of her, and that's what The HOUSEMAID is, and it's a hit. And so she did the right thing, which I've been saying this entire year. Pick a movie that plays to what people want out of you as a star. She's not versatile, but she is a star that people want to see in a specific way. And The HOUSEMAID is that, and it's a hit. And I am vindicated.
I think I think you're not vindicated. I think that
more vindicated than I've ever been.
This was a heavily internet-based hysteria over a short period of a young actor's career that you bought into to make it seem like this was the end-all be-all, and a actress can't make interesting decisions unless they have the thumbs up from every man in Hollywood.
I explained what people were being hysterical about. I came out here and I sat us all down and I said, get on the floor, sit on the floor, listen up, look at me, look at my eyes. And I explained what was happening. And now I'm vindicated because The HOUSEMAID is the kind of movie she should be doing.
You're not vindicated.
It's a
You
hit.
would have been vindicated if she was talking to Andy Cohen. If she was talking to, in 5 years, if she was sitting...
I laid out the worst case scenario. And I was saying, I hope this doesn't happen. I don't want to see her have to do a Vanderpump Rules reunion special because she got cast as a waitress in season 16. That would have been the worst case. I didn't want that, but it could have happened. It could have happened. So...
I mean, listen, I think
how high could this go? How high could this HOUSEMAID? It's at $46 million after what? 10, 12 days or whatever it's been, 2 weekends. It's going to be a real solid show. Listen, we looked ahead of January. January, other than Primate, is a bit of a shit show.
I mean, I think that's what, when we're looking at Song Sung Blue, we're looking at Anaconda, we're looking at HOUSEMAID, we're looking at Marty Supreme, and of course, Avatar. I mean, we'll get to that. But like, these movies are going to play into February.
Yes.
Until Primate. Then Primate's going to unseat all of them, and it's going to be Primate Mania.
Yes.
I think I think the HOUSEMAID could go, I think 70, 80.
Yes.
Right?
Definitely. I think we're looking at a movie there and the one at number 3 that have real honest shots at getting to that magic number of 100 million domestic, which, again, it's arbitrary, but anyone who's ever followed Love the Box Office, there's something that you get a tingle when a movie hits that 100 million domestic.
And don't tell me that people in the industry don't look at 100 and think it's different than 99.
They get a tingle.
They get a tingle, and then they'll green light. It's the difference between a red light and a green light. That
tingle.
99 to 100 tingle.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think HOUSEMAID is going to possibly get us to that tingle. At $46 million after 2 weekends, made 15.
Plus, people still off school for another week.
Yeah, the next 7 days are basically a Saturday every day
this
for,
is great.
for 7
days.
days.
The days are going to be great.
I love these days. I am so
excited for these days.
This is
the best time of year for days.
Yes. If you are a fan of days, and I know so many of our listeners are, I know
Deep Popcorn is.
Deep Popcorn loves a day, our Hollywood Insider. He loves days. So this is he gets a soak in the days this next week. And HOUSEMAID is going to have great days. I think this movie could be at 70 in a week. Mm-hmm. You know, we talk about will it hit 70? I think we're sitting here next Sunday after the New Year's weekend, and it could be at 70. And then January, it's just Primate and the holdovers here. So I think this is a movie that could get to 100, which, listen, you know, we're talking the Oscar noms. Amanda Seyfried with that Testament of Anne Lee. No one's going to see that movie, but The HOUSEMAID is the type of hit that could help her sneak in there.
Yes.
Because, hey, she did a mitzvah for the industry with this HOUSEMAID movie.
She made us money.
She made us money. Let's get her the nom. Obviously, that's not going to happen for Sydney Sweeney and Christy because she was terrible in that movie, or so I've heard. But Amanda Seyfried with Anne Lee, I think the HOUSEMAID could help her get that nom. So we'll see. Let's get to number 3. Because listen, Sydney Sweeney, I agree. Now is bankable, young star. Love to see that. But we can say it with our full chest right now. Timothee Chalamet is a movie star.
What kind of movie star, Pat?
He is a butts in the seats. You pay to see him no matter what he's in, movie star. He's not a value add.
Nope.
He's not just a guy who could be carrying bankable IP. He is I want to see the new Timothee Chalamet movie star. Marty Supreme, 17.5 in the 3-day, 28 million total, 27 million in the 4-day. And the reason people went is because it's the new Timothee Chalamet movie that he's been promoting all over, including on the Cody Rhodes podcast.
In the exits for this film, 50%, 50% of the people who saw this movie saw it because Timothee Chalamet was in it.
Wow.
That's star numbers.
Yes. It's you know, the great Kirk Minahan, past future guest. Someday he will be back on the show for his 20th appearance, and it will be legendary. He invented the lawyer test. Can you see a movie where this star plays a lawyer and that movie is a hit, does 75 million domestic. Timothee Chalamet is in that spot. He hasn't taken the lawyer test per se.
No.
I would say he's taken something much harder.
The ping pong test.
Ping pong test.
Could you make a ping pong player something people want to see?
Yeah. Yeah. He never even has to play a lawyer at this point because he played a ping pong, not a famous ping pong player. Not that there would be that, honestly. He just played a fictional ping pong player and opened that movie to 27 million 4 days.
Yeah.
Aced the movie star test. This guy is a movie star.
I mean, think about this, and obviously, like, we want to talk about the emerging movie stars like Sydney Sweeney and Timothee Chalamet, but think of Cruise during his run.
Yes.
Cruise during his initial huge run.
Yeah.
He could have played a ping pong player and made that movie a hit.
Yes, 100%.
Because, like, what is Cruise doing?
Right.
Cruise is playing ping pong. I'm there.
Right. I mean, listen, he played a guy pouring drinks.
Cocktail.
And made that a hit movie.
Yes.
That is the test. I mean, obviously later he played a lawyer and made that a giant hit, but this is
Clooney could never have played a ping pong player and made it a hit.
100%. No. Though if he had played a ping pong player, the movie would have bombed, but it would have been in the montage at the end of Jay Kelly.
Yes.
You would have said, "Oh, wait, is that movie where Clooney played ping pong and it opened to 3 million and it totally bombed, and he also directed it and it stunk." Mm-hmm. But it would be in that montage.
And then we're supposed to cry about it.
Right.
About this achievement of this great actor.
Right.
Yeah.
But the difference between Marty Supreme and Cocktail, I think Marty Supreme is going to make more domestic. I would have to check, but I don't think Cocktail got to 100 domestic. But Marty Supreme is going to be a major Best Picture contender at the Oscars. Mm-hmm. And with this BO, I think it's starting to... Listen, Hamnet's dead. Other than Best Actress, though I think she might not win because the BO is so low. Marty Supreme, with this BO story, starts to become hey, can this win Best Picture? Mm-hmm. I think that is how big this BO is. It is the narrative of the industry right now, and it should be.
Yes.
Because we finally have a butts in the seats, name above the title movie star with Timothee, with Marty Supreme. This is gigantic. I do think that, we talked about the Tingle, the 100 million. It's a 28 million now. I think this is getting to 100 million domestic. I think it's going to do it. It doesn't have to do it to be a huge hit. This movie getting a 70 or 80 was always a success. But I think there is the momentum here, the enthusiasm here, the narrative here, that this is going to play huge for the next month.
And I want to speak to something here because I'm always very hard on marketing.
Okay.
Of movies. I think movie marketing, most of the people who do it are bad at their job.
Okay.
What I'll say about this marketing push for Marty Supreme, it's been very controversial. Mm-hmm. You have the very online people complaining about how Timothee Chalamet's everywhere. I can't avoid him. He's doing all this weird stuff and he's everywhere. That's how you get a movie to these numbers.
Yes.
Because we're all fractured. There's no monoculture anymore, right?
Yes.
So you can't just go on Carson and promote your movie and that's it.
Yes.
The people who are online all the time track this man and track his every move, and it's psychotic. Right. A normal person will listen to the Cody Rhodes podcast, and that might be the only time they've even heard of Timothee Chalamet.
Yes, that's where they get all their news.
They get all their news
Cody Rhodes,
right?
Yeah.
Game Day.
Yes. When
he did Game Day, and I don't think he did it this time, but he did it for Dylan, that was a whole new patch of people who only watch college football and go and they work, they're a bus driver, whatever they are, and they're like, oh, Dylan, I'll see this
hunters.
movie. And so that's what you have to realize is like, if you are on Reddit tracking every single move that he makes, yes, that could be annoying to you.
Right.
But this is how you promote a movie in this day and age.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
there are people who only focus on certain tunnels. And those are the people that don't normally go see movies, and you need to reach them.
Yes.
There are dark corners now. You have to reach into the dark corners and pull these people out.
Say, take my hand, I will lead you to the movie theater. And it's not just about awareness, because a lot of stars do a lot of promotion.
Yeah.
It is about he gets out there and people want to follow him.
Get people
excited. He doesn't just puts his hand out in a way where they are, please grab my hand and take me to a movie. Whatever the movie is. It's ping pong? Sure. R-rated ping pong movie? Great. Let's do it. Abel Ferrer is possibly the third billed actor in this movie. Okay, great. $27 million.
So as an actor, this
weekend.
is his biggest hit. As an actor, Abel?
As an actor, this is Abel Ferrer's biggest hit. Possibly as a director, too. I think it's bigger than Driller Killer. I think so, but we would have to check. We don't have the numbers right in front of us. So this was an R-rated ping pong movie. No IP, no other big stars. Penn Jillette is probably in your top 5 of billed actors in this movie. Fran Drescher, I know that show is still huge in, daytime cable syndication, The Nanny, but I don't think she's really pulling in the BO.
She was my president for a while. SAG.
She was your set, yeah. Is she the one who kicked you out? Is she the one who signs the eviction notices that you get sent from SAG?
No, that was Samwise Gamgee. He's the one.
Okay.
She under her reign, I was given grace.
Wow.
And as soon as Sean Astin got in there, he said, "Freeloaders, get out."
Wow.
But you know what? Toy Soldier is one of my favorite movies, so I can't complain.
Yeah, when he does finally take away all of your DVDs that you were sent over the years, because he will come with a pickup truck like a repo man and take them all from you. Mm-hmm. You can't get mad.
No.
But yeah, Fran Drescher, I mean, these are people who we all like, a lot of actors and
Sandra
weirdos
Bernhard.
in here. Sandra Bernhard. It's a movie full of great weirdos, but he is the only reason to go see this movie. And you got one Safdie brother who... Has there ever been 2 brothers where in 1 year, one brother more definitively gave an ass whipping to the other brother, like Josh Safdie, what Marty Supreme has done to
Cain and
Benny
Abel?
Safdie.
Didn't one of them kill the other one?
Oh, this is worse. I think this is a bigger
Because
ass
you're still alive to feel the shame.
Yes.
Where Cain and or Abel was dead.
Yes.
And so it was like, the shame is over.
Yes. No, the brother on brother ass whooping here. One brother directed Marty Supreme. One brother directed The Smashing Machine. Never been a bigger ass whooping. I mean, not just 1 year. This is like 2 months apart.
Yeah.
This ass whooping took place. So good for
It's an
Josh
interesting
Safdie.
high holidays for them.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes. So good for... This is a huge win for Josh Safdie. I know he's on the bubble in the Best Director category for the Oscars.
We'll talk about Hamnet. We talked about this at the we weren't at BOHQ because we gave people the week off.
Yes.
And
though they are working New Year's Eve and New Year's. We're having them work those days.
Yeah, because those aren't religious holidays.
Yeah.
They're secular holidays.
Yeah. They're working those days. But we weren't at the water cooler. We were at the in-laws' house talking about this. How Josh Safdie I think could sneak in there
over Chloe Zhao because people don't like Hamnet.
Yeah, and people are seeing this movie. I think it's going to have big legs, and this is the crowning of him as a movie star, and looking long range. And I know that Avengers, I keep wanting to just call it Endgame because Doomsday, Avengers Doomsday, and Dune 3 are still slated to come out on the same day next December.
Oh, it's gonna be great when he trounces when Timothee Chalamet, butts in the seats movie star, trounces this collection of losers
and chairs.
I
think right now, after this opening weekend, I could see Timmy is telling the Warner Brothers executives who, they're thinking, do we move Dune 3? Do we move it off of Doomsday weekend? Timmy's probably saying, do not move that movie. Line those chairs up, and I'm going to kick them all down. Mm-hmm. And I think that is what's going to happen next December. If those movies open head-to-head, maybe Doomsday will have a bigger opening weekend, but I think Dune 3 is going to trounce that
This
movie.
is the promo that you have, and I love this. This is the promo that you have for Dune 3.
Yeah.
Going up against Endgame.
I could see it.
You have the chairs lined up.
Yeah.
And then you put on some hip rap music because Timmy's all about the rap right now.
Let him pick it out. We're not even going to venture a guess.
No, because whoever is going to be big by then isn't big right now.
Yeah.
And he just goes around dancing, kicking over these chairs. He kicks over the chairs.
Yes. One by one.
Yeah.
Hemsworth, he kicks over a chair. Simu Liu, he kicks over a chair. Mark Ruffalo.
Florence Pugh, he kicks over the chair.
He looks at it, gives a little wink.
Yeah.
Remembers the Little Women days, then kicks a chair over.
Because he still loves her. He knows she's a captive.
Yeah,
and you don't want to be too mean to a captive.
Yeah.
And then you have, at the very end, you have a RDJ impersonator.
Oh, wow.
And Timmy just bitch slaps him.
Yeah. Yeah. I would
slaps that smug smile off his face.
Yeah. Yeah. I would have said ball shot. I would have said full on kick in the nuts.
Not kicks him in the nuts.
Kicks him in the nuts.
I think slapping in the face is so much worse.
Yeah. I think, I would go kick in the nuts, and then Timmy puts an Iron Man mask on him backwards and then pushes him backwards down a flight of steps.
And I'm sorry, bitch slap, I'm sorry. That is a very gendered, terrible term. Bastard slap.
Bastard slap, of course. I can't wait to just keep tracking this movie. Great movie. Huge comeback for Abel Ferrara. Love to see him become a star who's good. Listen, he's going to be on the award circuit.
Now, would you be mad if he took the bag and signed up to be in a Marvel movie at this point? Like if Marvel came knocking and said, hey, we need somebody to play, I don't know any of these villains that haven't already been done. But they're like, come and play this Marvel villain. He's got to take that bag,
Or come play
right?
the Hulk. We want to reboot the Hulk, and Abel Ferrara plays the Hulk. Why not?
He plays Sick Hulk.
Sick Hulk. Yes. It's
that when he gets mad, he gets sick.
I would watch it on a plane someday.
Tobacco Hulk.
Yeah, I think let Abel Ferrara take that bag. Timmy is not going to take that bag.
Nope.
He's not going to take that bag. He is a star on his own, so that's huge. We talked about Zootopia 2. Let's quickly
For perverts and fascists.
Let's quickly get to the number one movie, Avatar: Fire and Ash. Dropped only 28%. It had a second weekend of 64 million. It's a bigger second weekend than Avatar: Way of Water had. A better second weekend hold than Avatar: Way of Water. It's at 217 domestic. It's going to do what Avatar does, which is just play and play and play for the next month and a half, 2 months. This is going to be number one probably through the whole month of January, barring Primate opening, going bananas.
It's going to make $1 billion. It's going to make $2 billion.
Yes, it's what Avatar movies, it's the same trajectory we've now had 3 times. Hand-wringing and fretting before it comes out, disappointment on the opening weekend, and then everyone has to just eat a plate of crow because it's going to just play for the next 2 months.
And these movies, I'll say...
Yeah.
These movies do connect with people in a way that they can't even actually...
You can't track it.
You can't verbalize it.
Yes.
I think as much as people want to make fun of these movies who don't watch them and don't see them, when you're interacting with these films and you're watching these films, there is something deep in our souls that yearn for this sort of communion with the earth because we do not have it.
We do not commune with the earth.
And we're able to see it on the largest screen and in the most immersive way you can see a film, which is amongst people. And I think we're not the sort of society that can verbalize this because maybe it's too corny, it's not ironic enough, it's not distance enough, it's not memeable. Memeable.
You can't meme Avatar.
You can't meme
He's
Avatar.
Not SpongeBob. Avatar is not SpongeBob. Jake Sully is not SpongeBob.
And so I think that is the reasoning. That is why people love these movies, yearn for these movies, and then when they're not around, they deny these movies.
Yes.
They deny them.
Yes.
They say, no, well, I don't like that corny bullshit. And then they sit in that theater. I've done it. I'm not above it. I sat down at the beginning of this third movie being like, am I really going to watch another Avatar? And then as soon as they're flying up and they're communing with their dead relatives.
Yes.
I'm in it. Do
You're
whatever you want to me.
Yes.
I'm on the hook.
Yes.
Okay? And that is why these movies are a success.
Yes.
That is why.
Yeah. I listen, it's going to be number one. Here, I say we end with this because I got some more inside info from our OG wannabe O girl. She was just, all she could think about was movies this weekend.
Well, there's so much to choose from. Why wouldn't you go see the movies when you have a cornucopia?
And all she could think about was movies. And she had some inside info. I think we might not dethrone Avatar number one until Wuthering Heights in February. And got some inside info about that. The OG wannabe O girl, she was at a cafe in the city which she lives, which I will not name that city because anonymity
is so important.
And she's
freedom
at
of speech.
She's at
too is important.
And freedom of speech, of course, and representation number one,
of course.
And at the cafe, and she's reading Wuthering Heights, reading the book, and a barista comes over to her. Her barista comes over with her coffee or her tea. I won't say because of anonymity.
Yeah.
And starts talking about Wuthering Heights. She's reading it too. The OG wannabe O girl made sure to note the barista is Gen Z. She was young, talking about Wuthering Heights.
No pics.
Good. And
because anonymity.
And they talked about how they're both rereading the book to get ready for the movie and how they're going to see it opening night. And the Gen Zer said her and her friends are all going.
Yep.
OG wannabe O girl. She can't wait to go. That movie is going to be a huge, huge night out for the ladies. That's going to be a huge weekend. We might not dethrone Avatar Fire and Ash until then. That's in February.
Yeah.
But yeah, the momentum for that is building. And I will say this, the response from both people in this story is they're seeing it because of Jacob Elordi.
Yes.
That and the IP. Mm-hmm. Margot Robbie, value add at best. That is the word we're getting.
Yes.
On the street. We will be following that movie for the next 6 weeks for sure, because that's going to be huge.
And we have a lot of wannabe O boys, wannabe O girls, wannabe O people all over the globe, all over America.
Yes.
Keep your eyes peeled. Let us know. Are you seeing people reading Wuthering Heights?
Yes.
You might not be scoping people out for what they're reading. I do that all the time.
Yeah.
I'm always looking at books. And keep an eye out. Let us know. Send us an email. Do not take pics.
Do not take pics.
Do not take pics.
Do not take
pics of these young women. Do not take pics.
Do not take pics.
Just clock them. Be respectful.
Wuthering Heights, clock it. Email the BO Boys at theboboyspodcast at gmail.com. Let us know, what is the Wuthering Heights situation are you seeing? Young ladies or young men or young people reading that book as they prepare for the big movie release in February. So email us, theboboyspodcast at gmail.com. Of course, follow us on social media at the BO Boys Pod, Instagram, TikTok. Wannabe VP of Interns, Christopher, is killing it with the vertical videos. So watch those videos and listen, comment there. Hey, just saw someone reading Wuthering Heights on a park bench. I'm not sending you a pic.
No pics.
I'm just commenting under this video to let you know. So 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. Subscribe to the Substack. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are YouTubers. Hey guys. And we'll be back with video very soon once we get out of this barn and get back to the studio. So subscribe to the YouTube channel. And that's about it. That's all I got for all of us on this Christmas corridor weekend.
Pat, you've said so much.
Okay, great.
Except for one crucial thing.
Oh my God, what?
834, more now more than ever.
Not a rallying cry. Never, not now, not ever.
You know what I mean. You all know what I mean.
They don't know because it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist, not a rallying cry.
Otherwise, there's nothing left to be said.
Okay, great. So I could leave.
Except for, until next time,
we'll smell you at the box office. Nailed it. Hey, guys.
Hey, guys.